Now it's now time for us to look at what the stories are on the front and back pages of the various newspapers. Now, but we also want to look at how the stories have been written on the various news portals over the last 24 hours. But we have a message here. This one is coming from Samuel. You're in Washington State, United States of America. And he says, I love watching your program. Make sure I watch before sleeping, and thank you, Joy News. But you're commenting on the subject of the land issue that you saw in our news. The land issues have become big problems in Ghana, like the USA, where we pay taxes on lands, and the best solution is therefore to decentralize the offices in towns and villages, cities, etc. Furthermore, there also needs to be a website for easy access for better interaction. Thank you, Samuel, giving us that very message from.
Yeah, I'll remember to run it by by my guests, because this is very important. The website, so you can go and you can even ask questions and see where your documents are. Follow the processes duly. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, and this one also from DJ Jester from Royals FM Winchi, also giving us an eyes on financial status, as well as the need to have a good level of information and a belief in yourself, and also motivate yourself to make sure that you have great ambition and take the best risk as you can to become as successful as you can as well. And so we're very much grateful.
All right, these comments coming from our WhatsApp platform, and the number is 0560-800 000. If you also want to drop us a message, you're welcome to do so. In the absence of the newspapers, we're checking out some of the topical issues on the various news portals. We're starting with myjoyonline.com.
And we have there, judicial scandal, High Court judge set free. And Mama, this one is interesting. The news started filtering towards the latter part of the news day yesterday. As it said, a High Court judge, Asma, that is Justice Asma Akwesi Siedu, who was implicated in the bribery scandal following that very investigation by Anas Aremeya, Anas and his Tiger IPI team, has been set free. He was cleared after the Chief Justice dismissed a petition brought by Aremeya Anas and his investigative team, Tiger IPI. Okay.
So how many more justices will be set free?
We'll see how that goes. The investigations are still unfolding, I believe.
Yeah. Well, let's still stay with myjoyonline.com, but this time we're checking out this story. Most palm oil contains candle wax, apart from Sudan 4, says a researcher. A bit of it, but I don't know, maybe we should stop consuming it at all, because these women will kill us. It's now emerging that the palm oil on the market could contain even more dangerous substances than cancer-causing agents, because we've been talking about Sudan 4 for the last couple of days. The Food and Drugs Authority has cautioned the public against consuming palm oil upon discovery that the markets have been adulterated with Sudan 4. A researcher into human health, Dominic Jemfi, who first raised concerns about the adulteration, is now claiming some of the palm oil producers add candle wax as well to make the substance thicker. I don't know, maybe Abla Seram de Souza should go back to the palm oil makers. We'll bring you some details on the ground. That's what we need. Okay, let's check out CTFM Online. Yes. And back to NPP issues, they very much made headlines this week. So this week, the last week in the month of October, can I dedicate it to the NPP, because, they've taken it.
They have. And this one says Hajia Fati granted bail over attack on Kwabena Agyapong and his car as well. It says a vociferous member of the opposition New Patriotic Party, popularly known to many of us as Hajia Fati, has been granted bail by the police following her arrest early on Wednesday over her alleged involvement in the attack on the vehicle belonging to the General Secretary of the party, Kwabena Agyapong. And the rear windscreen of Mr. Agyapong's four-wheel drive was crashed at the NPP headquarters on Tuesday by unknown persons after he left a steering committee meeting where he had gone to inform the leadership of a pending court suit over the suspension of the party's national chairman, Paul Afoko. Okay.
And if you go on, Hajia Fati is now saying that it was Kwabena Agyapong himself who did that to the vehicle.
Yes.
He damaged his own vehicle.
That whole bit about that aspect of the news filtering started on social media, really. I read some on Facebook by some loyalists of MPP who were commenting and saying that, the incident rather happened in his house, or he deliberately. And then also yesterday, Mr. Kukubako also tried to make an analysis on one of the top radio stations in Accra to make those conclusions or come to that very point. So
amazing.
Sometimes it depends on how the public opinion is shaping up and how people tend to believe.
The lowest point for me in this whole MPP saga was yesterday on Ekosi Sen on Asemper FM, where a Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Nano Bribwahin, and an MP, oh my God, they washed themselves. I mean, from head to toe on radio, the two of them, amazing. Let's check out this other story on City FM Online. Minority Caucus endorse AFOCU's suspension. So the minority in Parliament, they've endorsed the decision of the New Patriotic Party's National Executive Committee to suspend the National Chairman, Paul Afoko. They say they are part of NEC, so any decision taken by NEC is like they are part of that decision. They wouldn't, I don't know, they don't want to say that we endorse or we back, they just say that we are part of NEC. So whatever decision NEC takes, I mean, okay. So we're going to the Graphic Online. Is it? Yes, I think that's it. The Graphic Online, Afenyo Marking withdraws suits against ADB. Roland will take the details of that.
It talks about the New Patriotic Party Member of Parliament for New Drabeng, Mark Asibe Yeboah, having withdrawn a suit he filed against the Agricultural Development Bank at the Supreme Court. And Mr. Asibe Yeboah, Dr. Asibe Yeboah, was praying the court to restrain the ADB from going ahead with this IPO, that is the initial public offer, or its public offering, until it receives parliamentary approval. However, his lawyer, Alex Afenyo-Markin, on Wednesday withdrew the case on the grounds that the management of the bank, that's the ADB, had given the assurance that it would engage Parliament to resolve the issues surrounding its decision to list on the Ghana Stock Exchange, and the Supreme Court had no option than to strike the case out.
But you remember that Alex Afenyo-Markin is also very much in the news with this same issue that, you know, he's a lawyer for in court, now withdrawn, for allegedly taking some monies because he's been caught allegedly again on tape, you know, talking about that issue. That issue is also not gone away. We'll very much be following up on that. Everybody is looking forward to what's next on that. All right, let's go to, no, we will do the Ghana News Agency. This case was in the news in Ghana not too long ago. UK-based pastor discharged over murder charges. Roland, you remember that a pastor, Eric Edusa, a United Kingdom-based pastor accused of killing Charmaine Spears, his British wife, was on Wednesday discharged by a district magistrate court in Accra. The court, presided over by Miss Mavis Ekuya Queno, discharged Pastor Edusa based on advice from the Attorney General's Department to discharge him. This is because evidence gathered did not implicate the pastor. Okay, I think, you know, they were in a hotel. The woman was found dead in a hotel, and then the pastor was arrested because he had come to Ghana with her. You know, that's what the issue is about. But now they say they've discharged him based on advice from the Attorney General. The last story we'll do, and then we'll make way for sports. Interesting is sports. You remember this seeking asylum?
I remember it vividly. And apparently some Eritrean footballers who went to Botswana and decided to seek asylum, that they've been given that very asylum after the World Cup qualifier. I think they should merge continents.
Yeah.
So that they'll merge Africa and, let's say, Europe, or let's say the United States. Then we go and play qualifier with the USA. I'm sure it will become a trade for our football administrators.
Yeah, I think what was fascinating...
They won't call the professionals who are in Europe, they'll call the locals, so that when they go, they can go seek asylum. This,
you know, the fascinating thing is because this is Africa. I mean, Eritreans trying to seek asylum in Botswana. That was what's, for me,
fascinating.
Yeah. So then I was asking the questions, how many people have been to Ghana and have decided that they're seeking asylum, they're not going back?
Oh, Ghana, when you even come, nobody will check you, so don't seek asylum. You'll be in the system.
That's not good to say.
Oh, it's true.
Okay, so that's it for what we've brought you. You can check out the websites and read a lot more details for yourselves.
Okay, we have a couple of your messages also coming in, and this one you are commenting on. Please, you didn't bring your name, so I can't read. It's about the MPP Haja Fati and how you feel the MPP has become what it is today. But we told you also give us your motivation. This one is from Ahum Kambaini. What you're giving us this message, we don't know, but you're giving us a motivation from Albert Hubbard. And it says, to avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's motivation. Did he add his name?
Asumdwe, yeah. Ahumka Baini.
Charlie, how can you say you do nothing, you say nothing, and be there?
Okay.
Okay, that doesn't motivate me.
I see some of you are just sending greetings and appellations. Please, give us a message. Nobody's there to interact with you, apparently. All right.
No, somebody is. Ni Akofi Smart Abe is. Yeah. Okay, so you can get interactive with us. You can also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Joy News on TV. Stay with us. There's a lot more FIFA news in sports coming up. Baba Tando on standby.